in peace. So, Shiva, maybe the
Hmm.
most respected name in the entire spiritual world, and maybe the most misunderstood.
So was Shiva born? Can Shiva die? Is Shiva one being or many? And can Shiva actually grant the liberation? These are the
Mm.
questions.
Mm. So, ordinary questions get ordinary answers. These questions today get cosmic ones because we
Hmm.
are working through Bapuji Dashat Bhai Patel's book, The Seven Secrets of Shiva. And it doesn't teach Shiva as the deity of one planet or one religion.
Hmm. It treats Shiva as a creator and controller of
Mm,
the entire solar system,
mm,
one among countless such creators across the galaxy, the universe, and the multiverse.
mm. So every word in the book Bapuji says comes directly from his spoken discourses. Nothing
Hmm.
added, nothing embellished, knowledge downloaded through his divine vision almost 2 decades ago, only refined for clarity.
Hmm. So let's start where every seeker starts.
Yeah. At the beginning, was Shiva born at all?
So, welcome to our channel. So, I am Chetna and we have Monaji.
Yes. Mhm. So the birth of Shiva.
Yes. So, Bapuji says the answer needs Shiva understood at multiple levels. The Shiva we know, the Lord of one Earth, one solar system, is the creator and the master of that system, and nothing more, nothing less.
Hmm. And his forms unfold in stages. He begins
Hmm.
with Nirakari stage, we can say incorporeal or formless, and from formless, he takes a subtle form, Shiv
Hmm.
Shakti, the
Yes.
combined divine masculine and feminine. And that is the Akari form, the subtle form.
And then the form of on the Kailash, which is Shankar with Parvati ji and their family. So that's the Sakari, which is the sacred physical incarnation of Shiva, Lord Shiva.
Yeah. So Shiva's birth, Bapuji says, happens once. He doesn't cycle through birth and death the way human souls do.
But here's the revelation that reframes everything. Shiva is not self-born.
Shiva has a creator.
Yes. So his creator is Mahashiv, master of the entire galaxy. The Akash Ganga, we call it in Hindi, the Milky Way. So
Mm.
Mahashiv created countless Shivas
Mhm.
through a single act of sankalp, resolution, the
Mhm.
divine will. So one resolve and infinite Shiva came
Mm.
into the existence, each becoming the lord of a separate solar system.
Mm. Which is why we celebrate two festivals, not one. Shivratri
Hmm.
every month, honoring Shiva, Lord of one solar system, and the Mahashivratri once a year, honoring Mahashiv, Lord of every solar system in our galaxy, or we can
Yes,
say the owner of the galaxy.
honor of the galaxy, yes. And even Mahashiv isn't self-born. His creator is also there. His Param Mahashiv, Lord of the entire universe. And beyond the universe, the chain keeps going into the limitless.
Yeah. What looks like a single being called Shiva is in truth a vast hierarchy, creator above
Hmm.
creator, each one the master of a larger domain. from solar system
Yes.
to galaxy, galaxy to universe, universe to multiverses. Yes.
So now, like how Shiva created the universe. So
Mhm.
Bapuji starts this 1-8 Mahashiv's label, a single divine resolve and Param Prakash, that is supreme light, fragments into the individual points of divine consciousness. Each point is a Jyotirling, a link from the light.
Mm. And each Shiva follows the same descent, formless, then subtle, and then Shiv Shakti, the masculine and feminine. So together they create Vishnu. And Vishnu
Mhm.
creates Lakshmi, the combined form of Lakshmi and Narayan, then manifests Brahma from the navel.
Yes. And through Brahma, creation properly begins. He uses the power of intention to create the countless angelic souls, the Farishta, the angels, what we call, first existing in the bodies of the Supreme Light.
Yes. So over time they descend. We can say Farishtas, we can say angels become deities. Deities in three element bodies, and the deities eventually become human beings, descending
Mm.
into five element bodies. And some fall even further still. Like we can call the lower dimensions Atal, Vital, Sutal, Rasatal, Patalok, and from Patalok further yet into 55 crore hells.
And all the while, the Brahmand keeps expanding, creation after creation and destruction playing its role alongside it. So, Artha
Mhm.
Pralay, partial resolution, Kalpa Pralay, that is Mahakalpa Pralay, that is total resolution.
Hmm. So creation and dissolution occurring continuously. So
Yes,
Bapuji says, for the creator, this entire universe is like a toy, nothing more than that.
yes. So interesting. So for the creator of universe, it's a toy, right?
Mhm.
So when Shiva comes from the formless to form, the first being he creates from within himself is Shakti, that feminine energy. Together they are called Ardhanarishwar, the half male, half female divine form, residing in the Shivpuri, that is five worlds above the seven dimensions.
Yeah. And then here comes the Shankar and Parvati on Kailash are the physical incarnation of that same union. They take the Earth Nareshwar means half male, half female form themselves for certain divine tasks. But the original Shiv Shakti stays in Shivpuri, above even the Vishnupuri, the higher dimension. Yeah.
Higher dimension. And Shakti's role becomes paramount at exactly the moment the three deities can't win, when demons and adharma arises so powerful that Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar together cannot destroy them.
Yes. Shakti herself incarnates. That's the female uh, part. She descends and destroys the great demons. That has
Right.
been her
And
role.
yeah,
Mhm.
so which is the deeper meaning behind the Navratri, like
Mhm.
9 nights celebrating 9 incarnations of Adi Shakti. So the
Mhm.
three deities go to her and say, "We cannot defeat this, please come."
Ah. And at the galactic level, the same structure repeats. There is a Mahashakti, we can call, at higher Kala, higher celestial degree, who controls and manages the entire galaxy itself. When Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar cannot do the work, it's Shaktis, the female powers, who descends.
Right. So Shiva exists in three distinct forms, each operating at the different level of the reality.
Yes. First one is the Nirakari, the formless in Supreme Abode. I mean, in Abode, we can say the Supreme Abode. Pure Supreme Light, beyond all elements, beyond all forms. To worship this stage, the ancients originally made not a stone but a Jyotirling of diamond, light emerging
Hmm.
from within the diamond, symbolizing the formless divine light.
So the Akari, that is the subtle form, Shiva Shakti in Shivpuri. So above seven dimensions, below Paramdham.
Yeah. And the third one is the Sakari, we can say the physical form. The Shankar and Parvati on Kalash with Ganesh, Kartikeya, and family present there even today. In a three
Yes.
elemental body, invisible to human eyes because we simply cannot perceive beings made of three elements. Wow.
Yeah. So
Mm.
those who visit Kailash Mansarovar, Bapuji says that often sense their presence and deities visit them in the divine crafts, like
Mm.
vehicle of the light for the cosmic travel.
Yeah. And here is a detail I didn't expect. The original Jyotirling was not of stone, it was diamond, with light emerging from within. So, over time, the diamond was replaced with a stone like Shivlings, and the 12 famous Jyotirlings of India mark the sites where sages actually witnessed the Shankar's physical form. Wow.
Hmm. So over generations, the distinction between this Jyotirling and Shivling blurred into the devotional path. But in Gyan Marg, the path of knowledge, the three forms are always kept distinct.
Mm.
Formless in Paramdham, subtle in Shivpuri, and the physical on the Himalayas.
Yeah. So now the question is Shiva one or infinite? The scriptures speak of Anant Koti Brahman, right? Infinite crores of universes. If each solar system has one Shiva as its lord, then logically, Chetna ji,
There are infinite Shivas.
hmm,
Bapuji confirms it plainly. Infinite Kuti Shivas, each master of the single solar system, all created by Mahashiv through the act of will.
hmm. And it's not a one time event. Countless Brahmas are being created and dissolved across the galaxy at every moment. Can you believe that?
Hmm,
Harpal.
yeah. So the old scriptural line, which is infinite universes created and destroyed every moment, Bapuji says is literally exactly true.
Yes. So Bapuji says every moment infinite universes are being created and dissolved. This is the reality of the cosmos. And the scale
Yeah.
gets almost impossible to hold. 100 years of Brahma equals a single moment of Mahashiv. Who is Mahashiv? The creator, or we can say the owner of the galaxy. So 100 years
Hmm.
of Brahma at solar system level equals a single moment of Mahashiv. In that one moment of Mahashiv's time, countless solar systems come into being, run their entire course and dissolve.
Wow.
Hmm.
So Shiva is bound up with time itself. Our
Mhm.
Brahman's time begins when Shiva begins creation
Mhm.
and runs on his cycle.
Yes. So let's build it from the ground up,
Okay.
the way Bapuji
Yes.
does. On earth, four yugas cycle in sequence. Satyuga, which is called Golden Age, Treta Yuga, the Silver Age, Dwapar Yuga, We can say the Copper Age and the Kali Yuga, the Iron Age. Kali Yuga is 432,000 years. Dwapar is double that. Treta is triple. And the Satyug is quadruple. So we can think of time.
Hmm. So one full cycle of all four Chaturyugi, like is 4,320,000 years.
Hmm.
71 of those cycles are called Manvantar, which
Hmm.
is 14 Manvantars makes one Kalpa.
So one kalpa is 1 day of Brahma. 4.32 billion Earth years. His night is equally long. So one full day and night for Brahma is 8.64 billion Earth years.
Wow. And Brahma's total lifespan is the 100 such years. When that's complete, the Mahakalpapralaya occurs. The
Hmm.
entire universe gets dissolved.
Yes. So Bapuji gives us an image for holding all this together. A clock with three hands. Shiva's time, the solar system, is the second hand, is the fastest, smallest unit, and the Mahashiv's time, the galaxies, is the minute hand. And the Param
Hmm.
Mahashiv's time, the universe, is the hour hand. Hmm.
So three hands, three speeds, one mechanism.
Yes.
Like
And
it's the same
yeah,
system, but
yes,
in a different
yes,
levels,
yes, yeah.
different period.
Yeah, and here is something almost startling. Bapuji reveals our current Brahma is already past the midpoint. The first 50
Oh.
years, the first paradh is complete. We are now in the second one. In the first day, the seventh Manvantar and 28th Chaturyog. So you
28.
can imagine how much
Wow.
time has passed. Mm.
Already it
Hmm.
is. So,
Mhm.
which means the power within Shiva has already significantly diminished,
Yes.
like
One of, yeah,
minimized.
yeah. One of the deepest questions in all of his spiritual seeking. Can Shiva grant mukti or moksha,
No.
liberation? Can Shankar, can any deity free a soul from the cycle of birth and death?
And Bapuji's answer rests on one simple, powerful law.
Hmm.
Whoever performs the creation is the only one who can perform the dissolution.
Yeah. So we can say the Shankar is a physical incarnation of Shiva, a creation himself. So he cannot grant liberation, or we can say moksha, because he is not the original creator. Only the formless Shiva, the Nirakari in Paramdham, the one who created all souls through Brahma, only that Shiva, when he finally performs the Mahakalpapralaya and dissolves the entire universe in Kal Agni, we can say the fire of time releases all souls at once.
So, until that appointed cosmic time, souls continue cycling through birth and death through the 84 leg precise of life, species of life actually. No ritual
Mm.
grants
Hmm.
that liberation early. No ceremony, no Narayan Bali, no mantra.
Yes, and Bapuji gives us the scale of it. The roughly 8 billion souls on earth are minuscule compared to the countless souls in the subtle realms, from Bhuvarlok all the way to the Paramdham. So Bapuji is saying 8 billion souls on earth are like very minute, point in comparison to the other souls in subtle form. Wow. Hmm.
Yeah. So he gives three categories: Paramnam, the Supreme Soul, that is Lord Shiva, the Creator; Devatma, souls made of the three higher elements, aware of the Supreme Soul; and the Jivatma, which is living souls unaware of their divine origin, including the animals and most humans, bound by ignorance.
Yeah. At the end of time, all achieve liberation together. When Shiva reabsorbs creation into himself. So the moksha and mukti are the same thing, the complete dissolution of the soul's individual existence. Possible only when the solar system itself dissolves.
Wow. So the soul's time is bound to the Shiva's time, and Shiva's time is
Hmm.
bound to the cosmic cycle.
Yes. But Bapuji is careful to add something important here. While final liberation waits for the final dissolution, souls can still elevate themselves right now through knowledge, through the meditation, through the connection, remembrance. Shiva Yoga is the soul connecting to Shiv, whether in his formless
Mm.
state or through any higher being in this cosmic hierarchy.
And each level upholds subtler, more powerful elements. Shiva
Hmm.
holds the five element, Mahashiv holds the Mahaparam Tattva, from which billions of Shivas emerge. Param Mahashiv
Hmm.
holds the Param Mahatattva, which is supreme substance of beyond all creation.
Yes.
Wow.
A soul that fills itself with these supreme elements through the connection, if we can say, can transcend
Hmm.
mortality even before the final dissolution and reach the immortal world during its own journey. So, this is the
Wow.
effort, if a soul makes that much effort, remains in connection throughout the day, and receives that supreme element, then that soul can reach the immortal world. Yeah.
Yes. So now here is where the book gets genuinely startling. Modern science speaks of the black holes,
Mm.
regions, and where the gravity is so strong that nothing escapes, not even light.
Yeah. So Bapuji says the connection between Shiva and the black holes is direct. When Shiva's power is exhausted, when the supreme elements, we can say the Param Tattvas within him depletes, after Brahma's 100 years, Shiva enters the
Mm.
sun, generates Kal Agni, and burns the entire Brahmand, entire solar system to ashes. And that is the Mahakalp Pralaya.
And what remains is what science calls as a black hole.
Yeah. So every black hole, Bapuji says, is a Shiva whose power is exhausted, a Shiva who has become a Jeev, a ordinary person. Yes.
A black hole has gravity. Where there is gravity, there is conscious energy. Where there is a conscious energy, there is a conscious soul. And that soul is Shiva's own soul. It's Shiva's own soul, still present but stripped of its Param Tattva.
Hmm. So once the Supreme Soul now reduced to an ordinary human being, we can say. Hmm.
Yeah. But it isn't dead yet. It's a Shiva in dissolution. So a transitional phase. So inside an elemental conversion unfolds gross elements to subtle. So subtle to Paramagni, which is the supreme fire, and then supreme air, and then supreme space element, and then the Param Mahatattva, and then finally back to the Param Prakash, which is the supreme light.
Yeah. So when that conversion completes, the Jeev becomes Shiv again after taking the power
Mm.
and goes to the Mahashiv, owner of the galaxy, his father, we can say, his creator, the Lord of the galaxy, to recharge, to refill with the divine elements, supreme elements. Yeah.
Yeah, and once recharged, ready to create again.
Hmm. So, which means every black hole in our galaxy right now, and scientists count roughly 800 billion stars alongside
Mm.
billions of black holes, is a forming
Oh,
Shiva, orbiting the cosmos, awaiting restoration. Hmm.
wow.
Wow. So much
Amazing number.
knowledge.
Yes. So Shankar is almost always shown in meditation. Why constantly?
Yeah, the question is why Shankar is always shown in meditation. So Bapuji says he is connecting with the Adi Shakti, the primordial power that controls the entire universe. The one who gives direction to all three deities, Brahma, Vishnu, and Shankar. Each connect with her through yoga to receive their instructions. So that's why he's always shown in meditation.
And Shankar's task is destruction. Is the hardest of the three. It demands
Hmm.
enormous focus and strength, which is why he stays in the yoga almost continuously. When he
Hmm.
opens the third eye, in that state, the fire of the destruction is released.
Hmm. The third eye is not a symbol. It is, we can say, Shankar's soul conscious state, the state from which the most powerful actions are performed. So when we talk about the third eye opening is the state of soul consciousness. Hmm.
And all three deities maintain the constant yoga with Adi Shakti this way. So Vishnu resting on the Sheshnag in the ocean of milk, Brahma
Hmm.
also the same, and together receiving and executing her directions across all 14 dimensions of the universe.
Hmm. Now the next chapter comes the Amrit Katha and the path to immortality. The famous story.
Mm.
Shankar
Yes,
narrating the Amrit Katha, the story of the immortality to Parvati, his female companion at Amarnath. People travel there every year to honor that place.
exactly. And but what was the Amrit Katha really? So Bapuji says that the knowledge of how to become immortal. So Shankar ji wanted to give this to Parvati ji, the understanding of how a soul moves from the Mrityu lok, which is a physical world, mortal world, to the Amar lok, which is immortal world.
Yeah. So, Chetnaji, no scripture records the exact content of what was said, but across many discourses, Bapuji has explained its essence, how a jeev, an ordinary being, can become the highest, Shiva, how a soul ascends from the earthly plane to the Vaikunt, to Vishnupuri, to Shivpuri, and ultimately to the supreme abode.
Yes. So the ascent Bapuji says is the Amrit Katha, which is the story of the soul's own journey from the mortality to immortality.
Hmm. So Bapuji says the Amrit Katha is the knowledge of how an ordinary person can become Shiv, how a soul can journey from the mortal world to the immortal world. Yes, as you said. Yeah.
So, a question a lot of seekers actually carry, should we worship Shiva or Shankar? And
Hmm.
does worship even still work in this age, in the
Hmm.
Iron Age?
Yeah. So Bapuji's principle is simple. Go to the one who holds the power. If you want power,
Mm.
connect with the source that can actually give it. Even Shankar meditates upwards towards Shiva for direction and energy.
Yeah. So, where should a human soul look today? So, Bapuji is direct about this. The power within our universe has greatly diminished. So, the universe itself has shrunk. He says from a diameter of 188 trillion kilometers at the time of creation to barely a few hundred crores kilometers now.
Hmm. The deities who once protected this world no longer hold the power they once did. Which is why Bapuji
Mm.
says mantras and rituals that once produced results do not carry the same force anymore.
Force.
Even the Maha Mrityunjaya mantra, which could once postpone death itself, was so powerful, doesn't carry that power now because what stood behind it has changed.
Changed. Yeah, the time changes. So the age has changed, the system has changed.
Yeah. So his Bapuji's guidance is very clear in this age connect with the highest possible source, the Almighty Authority, the Lord of the limitless world, the creator beyond all creators. So, through soul consciousness and meditation, we can say yoga with that supreme being. The soul draws the supreme element directly into itself and begins its journey upwards. So,
So
Bapuji
Bapuji
says,
says,
remember the one. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Mhm.
so remember the one who can take you to the highest Param Dham, which is supreme abode. That is
Mhm.
where your yoke should be, your connection should be.
Mhm.
And in Gita also it confirms that Bapuji says that Sarva Dharman Paritajya Mam Ekam Sharanamam. Varja abandon Mam Ekam Sharanamam. So abandon all other refuges and takes refuge in me alone. And Bapuji is precise about who me is here.
Mm. Bapuji says, not the human being, Krishna, the Almighty Authority who spoke through Krishna, the Supreme Being from the Behad, from the infinite.
Yeah. So, and now the most startling revelation in the whole book, the future of this universe, of the entire multiverse, is not the destruction.
It is transformation. Mhm.
Yes. So Bapuji has stated this across many discourses. The Almighty Authority will not destroy the multiverse. Instead, the room we currently exist in of the gross and subtle elements right now will be transformed into the supreme elements.
So the mortal world becomes the immortal world, not the end of the story. It is the beginning of a new one.
Yes. So the Almighty Authority will prevent a third world war. Bapuji says the weapons science has created will not be allowed to bring total annihilation. Instead, Through yoga, the power of the divine connection, the vibration of the Param Shanti, supreme peace will spread across the earth.
Yeah. So, beginning from India, Bapuji says India will become a lighthouse for the entire world. The 33 crore who once walked this land will awaken. 30 crore Devi Devta we call.
Deities,
And India,
yes.
deities, and India will once again become a land radiating supreme peace to the whole planet. Yeah.
So destruction will not happen, transformation will happen. This is what Babaji says. The entire multiverse will be changed from elements to supreme elements. And
Yeah.
Bapuji calls on every Bohet soul, the every high quality soul capable of understanding this limitless knowledge to awaken, to connect, and take part in this one mission, Vishwa Parivartan, which is world transformation.
Yeah. And the time Bapuji says is now, and the transformation has already
Mm,
begun. Beautiful. Yeah.
yeah. So, where does that leave the seven secrets? Shiva is not the self
Mm.
born, he has a creator, and that creator has a creator all the way into the limitless. So, Shiva exists in the three forms: formless, subtle, physical. Each real, each distinct. Shiva is not one but the infinite. So, a Shiva for every solar system is an ever expanding cosmos. Shiva is bound to the vast, precise architecture of the time. And only the one who creates can dissolve. So, liberation waits for the appointed cosmic moment, even as the soul can rise right now through the knowledge and yoga. So every black hole is a Shiva in a transition, not an ending. And the destiny of it all isn't destruction, it's the transformation. So this was the seven secrets of Shiva summary.
Yeah. So, destiny is not destruction, but it is transformation. Seven secrets. So, one thread running through all of them.
Yes. So connect upwards, connect to the source that actually holds the power.
Yeah. So, this has been the journey home. Today's book was The Seven Secrets of the Shiva, based on the teachings of Bapuji Dashat Bhai Patel. So, every word drawn from his spoken discourses, offered freely because Gyandan is Mahadan. We can say the sharing knowledge is the highest charity.
Yes. So you can find this book and the rest of the Param Shanti book series free on the Google Play and Amazon Kindle and major digital platforms, and join the daily live sessions at paramshanti.org, yes, and on the
Yeah.
channel of Bapuji Dashrath Bhai Patel.
Mm. So, thank you so much. Until next time, Behad ki Param Mahashanti.
Param Shanti. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Bapuji. Param
Yeah.
Shanti.
Thank you.